You know, just earlier today, I was talking to someone and it made me realize how so many people are struggling with self love and self worth. Those are very different concepts for many people to grasp and deal with. They are just things they hear about, they're just academic constructs that they cannot comprehend and really own them for themselves. And I remember I was talking to someone last week and they said I should actually host a seminar or an event where I teach people about self love, how to love themselves and find value and worth in themselves, you know? And I thought, very interesting. And so, this is what I shared with this person today, right? That if you don't see value in yourself, if you don't, if you're not able to love yourself, then it simply means there's something that is blocking you from doing that because you can't see that. It's like when you walking or driving in a very foggy place, you can't see what's on the other side because of this fog that's in front of you. So it doesn't give you clear visibility for you to see what's on the other side. And I think that's what happens with most of us. We aren't able to see ourselves and perceive ourselves with those eyes of self love and really see ourselves for the phenomenal beings and people that we are. Because we're dealing with trauma, we are dealing with pain, we are dealing with these limited beliefs and values that we have acquired over the years. And all of these things are creating that cloud of fogginess that impedes us and blocks us from really seeing ourselves for who and what we really are. So it becomes difficult for you to really find value in yourself because you see yourself through the lenses of your pain, the lenses of your trauma, the lenses of your limiting beliefs and values. So it becomes difficult for you to really have clear visibility of the phenomenal person that you are. And for as long as you still have that clutter and that fogginess all around you, you will not be able to see yourself that way. So that is why you're going to struggle with self-love and seeing value and worth in yourself, because there's these things that are standing in front of you and you can't be able to perceive yourself as you should. I truly believe that we are infinite beings. We really are infinite, phenomenal, dynamic beings. And I don't just say that because I want people to feel good, but I own that at a personal level, that I'm a phenomenal, dynamic human being who is capable of so much, and I see myself that way because I've had to work through these things that I was telling you about, or some of these things that I was telling you about. I've had to work through them. Once I moved them, then I was able to behold and see myself as a great person. And so I think your job is to work through this clutter, this fogginess that's in your life that is created by these thought forms and shapes and that's created by your trauma and pain and limiting beliefs and values and all this anger and self-pity. All of these things are that fog in your life that is blocking you from being able to see yourself for who and what you really are. And all these things, these are thought forms. They are just thought forms that you have created as a result of all these things that you've had to experience in your life. So, for you to perceive yourself as the real person that you are, you need to remove all of these things. You need to work through them. Once you've removed them from your life, then you become exposed to this individual that is phenomenal. You begin to live as an unlimited being, as an infinite being that you are, you know. And for you, self love, it's no longer just going to be about a facade where you're going to do things because you want to make yourself feel good. No, you're going to do those things because you feel good. So you do them from a good place. But there's many people that do stuff to feel good, not do things because they feel good. So you want to make sure that whatever that you do in your life, it comes from an inner place of love for yourself. That is basically what you need to work towards. So I find that a lot of people, they They tell themselves that they love themselves, that they value themselves, but it's not reaching deep in their nervous system, in their gut. They can't feel it even as they say it. So you need to resolve all those feelings. The reason why you can't feel it is because you have those deep-seated emotions that are unresolved as a result of the trauma, the betrayal, and the pain, and all these limiting beliefs that you've acquired. Those things have created such emotions that are so deeply embedded within you that for you to start seeing yourself differently, you're gonna have to flush and detox yourself from those emotions. And so once you flush those things out, then you have a clear visibility of seeing yourself for who and what you really are. It becomes easier to love yourself and see value in yourself. Now, all those thought forms that you're going to have about yourself are going to come from a very pure place, a very good place, because you've got nothing that is um, impeding your visibility. There is nothing blocking you from being able to perceive yourself from a really genuine place for who and what you really are. So I think the main thing is to work through the trauma and find out what are those traumas, what are those pains that you're going through, what are those limiting beliefs that are hurting you and causing you to live as a limited human being or as a limited being. Once you can identify those things, then you're able to move them away. And once you move them away, then you can be able to really see yourself for who and what you really are. But until you do that, you'll always perceive yourself from those thought forms of trauma and pain and betrayal and anger and self-pity and resentment. And it's not a nice place to really look at yourself from. It's a very bad place.